Welcome to Cancun's newest resort paradise, where drinks are endless, the beach and pools are always just steps away, and there is literally food everywhere.
Finally, our room service arrived.
This is Cancun's newest all-ages, all-inclusive resort, and it just opened its doors in 2026.
It's situated on one of Mexico's most stunning stretches of beach. It has 12 pools, 9 dining venues, 6 swim-up bars, a water park, and 605 massive luxury suites, each with over 1,000 square foot to spread out in, and its very own outdoor jacuzzi or pool.
Now at this 5-star resort, the premium service comes standard as every guest receives a private VIP check-in, access to top-shelf liquors, 24-hour room service, and even their very own dedicated personal butler.
Now, unlike the brand new adults-only all-inclusive we took you to last week, the Majestic Mirage has something for the entire family, but does still offer several quiet adults-only retreats as well. And with all that to offer, it's no surprise that this resort comes with some very high ratings, but also some high prices.
Over 4 days and 3 nights, we're going to be showing you the good, the bad, the relaxing, and not so relaxing experiences to help determine if Majestic Mirage Costa Mujeres is worth the luxury price tag. But in order to do that, we got to take you back to yesterday when we first checked in.
We just arrived here at the property about an hour ago, and it's already been a total roller coaster. When we booked this hotel, we were guaranteed over the phone that we would be getting a complimentary upgrade, but when we arrived and got to the check-in desk, they told us that no upgrades were available. Thankfully though, we did have documentation, we were persistent, and after about 15-20 minutes or so, they did find an upgraded room for us. Now on the bright side, the room was available immediately, which was an awesome surprise because we figured it'd be at least a couple of hours before we'd be able to access our room and our luggage. Now speaking of that room, we have already been able to peek around a little bit. We're both incredibly impressed, and I know that Jamie's excited to show you around.
Welcome to our Mirage Club Suite. I forgot, hang on. Welcome to our Mirage Club Suite. We could not wait to show it to you because this has to be the best room we have stayed in at an all-inclusive resort. I wanted to start off here in the bathroom because it is so open and spacious. There's a tub. The shower area is so big. There's actually 2 rainfall shower heads and 2 handheld showers. There's a separate space for the toilet. There's tons of space to hang up your clothes, store your luggage. They've got a safe, a steamer, and of course, robes and slippers. It has dual sinks, dual mirrors, and is open to the bedroom. In here we have a king bed with a ton of pillows. They also gave us a souvenir bag to use and we can take home. In front of the bed is a couch and table with a complimentary bottle of champagne. Across from the couch is the TV and a really impressive coffee and tea station. There's also some complimentary liquor bottles up here and our first mini bar. Oops, wrong side. Let's try that again. There we go. Next to the minibar is a workspace that overlooks our terrace. It has a comfortable lounger, ocean views, and is ridiculously large, but honestly, we may not be spending much time out there, and we'll show you why next. Now you may have already noticed these stairs, which lead to the second level of this suite. At the top of the stairs is our second minibar, and through this door has to be the highlight of the suite. Now, I didn't mention earlier that this is a plunge pool suite, and we are staying here in July, so when we're hanging out outside in our room, this is where we're gonna be. Now, it is really tempting to get in this pool and enjoy those ocean views right now, but when we checked in, we found out there's something exciting that's gonna be happening at one of the main pools in just a little bit, so I think we're gonna unpack and meet you there next.
Jamie, you want to tell everyone what's going on right now?
We got out of the foam party, came back to change. I put my hat on the bed, and apparently it was bleeding color. Maybe from the soak at the party. So I'm trying to get it off of the bed sheets right now.
Well, we'll see what they charge for a bed sheet.
Skylar was able to scrub harder than me. He's getting it out of there. The culprit is now in timeout outside to dry. I have had like 5 of these hats, and that has never happened, even when I got them wet.
Now, we arrived at this resort on a Saturday, but also on 4th of July. So not only did they have their Saturday foam party going on today, but they also have some special 4th of July festivities going on this evening that we're pretty excited to show you. Now, for our first lunch here on the resort, we came to the beachfront restaurant because they have a buffet going on. Now, normally we'd sit inside when it's 90 degrees out like today, but they had a bunch of shade outside and they have a good breeze blowing in off the water. Plus the views out here are amazing, so we decided to dine outside. Now, I knew they were gonna have sushi as well as a ceviche bar at this buffet, so I was really excited for that, and it did deliver. But what I wasn't expecting was them to have amazing pizza. The cheese is amazing, the crust is really good, and they have a good selection as well. Jamie also got some tacos made with some freshly grilled steak, and those are fantastic as well. Overall, we're off to a really good start food-wise.
After lunch, we wanted to get a better view of the overall resort, so we came up to the 5th floor on building 2. That is the lobby way back there where we checked in. That pool is a family-friendly pool. That's where the foam party was. This pool right here is an adults-only pool, and it connects all the way over here. There's a nice swim-up bar. There's also a bar on the other side. That's the seaside restaurant where we just ate at. And to the left is the beach. Skylar wanted me to make sure to point out that there is a beach bar right there. So we were just up there and we walked through this pathway. We wanted to show you the view of the property from the opposite end. And we also wanted to let you know that this pool here seems to run all along across this building, and we think it's adults only. There's another bar next to it that in the morning serves fresh juices from 7 to noon, I think. I also wanted to note that there is a lobby bar down here that looks pretty impressive, but right now we're just kind of walking around the lobby seeing what's going on.
So we've made it back to the lobby, which is one of the most impressive we've ever seen at an all-inclusive. It's definitely one of the biggest as well. It actually has 2 stories and it has a bar on each floor. The lower level one has a bunch of liquors that I didn't see at any of the other bars, and a bunch of unique cocktails available as well. The one on the second floor is more of a coffee bar. It has a bunch of different coffee cocktails available as well as a piano. And we looked on the schedule and saw they actually are doing a tea time right now, which of course Jamie had to attend, and she had no competition for those tea time snacks because we were the only ones in there. Now, the staff that we talked to said that the property is currently around 60% occupied, but honestly to us it feels much less than that because the only place we've encountered so far that felt at all busy was the foam party. Looks like Jamie's getting her first coffee here at the resort. Now I see what Jamie was so excited about. Macarons. Piano bar's where it's at. So Jamie said that the tea time snacks were pretty average, but her iced coconut oat latte is great.
After grabbing some snacks and coffee in the lobby, we came out to this square area. Here's where you'll find 2 of the specialty restaurants. I believe the Steakhouse and the Mexican restaurant. The sports bar is also out here. There's a few places to go shopping, the coffee shop, and there's a church here. I think this is the first resort we've been to that actually has a church. There's also an outdoor stage where they have some theater shows.
So after wandering around the property for a while, we finally feel like we have a pretty good idea of where everything is at. But one place we still haven't made it to yet is the beach, and we heard the beach bar's only open for about another half hour or so, so we'll see you there next.
They're currently setting up for the 4th of July party. This is bigger than I was expecting it to be. It's a good sign there are people still at the beach bar, so Skylar should be able to get a drink.
I've never had Fresco with mezcal before. I always get it with tequila, but it gives it a little smokiness. It's good. After grabbing a drink from the beach bar, we stopped by our room to get ready for dinner. We were originally planning on heading to the Indian restaurant tonight, but we realized they were closed. So we started looking through some menus at the other restaurants and ultimately landed on the Steakhouse because in addition to having a good variety of steaks, they also have some really good sounding seafood options on the menu and they don't require reservations. Hopefully they don't have a strict dress code either because I am currently wearing shorts and flip-flops. We'll see you there soon.
Good news, we're seated at the Steakhouse and the staff did not hassle Skylar about his outfit and our server has already taken our order. Now for my appetizers, I went with the empanadas and the beef broth, and for my main, I went with the Chilean sea bass, even though this is a steakhouse because we've heard really good things about the sea bass. Skylar went with the grilled octopus for his appetizer and the churrasco steak for his main. He also ordered sides of the tahini cream corn and mushrooms and tomatoes.
My dinner drink tonight is a Negroni with Bulldog Gin, which is a type of gin I really enjoy, but definitely was not expecting to find at a Mexican resort. It's great.
We just finished up with dinner at the Steakhouse. We both really enjoyed our entrees. My fish was not overcooked at all, and the sauce that came on it was delicious. Skylar's steak was juicy, tender, and had a really good char flavor. Now, as far as our appetizers, we would order the octopus and the beef broth again, but we would pass on the empanadas. Next, we're heading out to the beach festivities for the 4th of July.
Good morning. After what ended up being a really impressive fire show and fireworks display, a DJ came on and the party definitely kept going on into the night, but we were exhausted, so we decided to head back to the room, and we started today off with a walk to the coffee shop to grab a couple of these, which is a Cafe de Olla. It's a type of traditional Mexican coffee that's heavily spiced. They actually get it out of this clay pot. We both agreed we've never had anything quite like it before, but would order it again. Now it's only around 9 a.m. right now, but it is already well into the upper 80s, so while Jamie gets ready, I decided to come up to the rooftop and take advantage of this plunge pool because honestly, I don't know if we're ever gonna have our own private rooftop pool again. And here is the view this morning from this pool. Now my coffee is almost gone, but apparently Jamie isn't quite ready yet. But when we were wandering around the property yesterday, we did come across a pool bar that supposedly serves fresh juices and smoothies each day until noon, and that is sounding delicious right now, so I think I'm gonna take you there next. So as you can see, I've made it here to the Healthy Bar, aka the Smoothie Bar. Jamie has joined me and is up there ordering our drinks.
For breakfast this morning, we decided to go with healthy smoothies, but you can only get them until noon. I ordered the Big Red. It has watermelon, strawberry, and lemon in it. And Skylar had a custom order. He wanted orange juice,
Pineapple juice, and passion fruit.
Yeah.
And you can have liquor added to these as well, but honestly, this is so good without it. I think I'm going to be looking forward to these drinks each morning even more than our coffee.
I do wish you could get these all day though. That first smoothie went down so fast and it was so delicious. I think I gotta go order another one.
I need one too.
All right.
Now while Jamie grabs our second round of drinks from the Smoothie Bar, I did want to take a minute to talk about tipping because it is one of the most common questions we get when we visit these resorts. Now I want to start by saying that technically you don't have to tip at all, but from our experience and our research, it is customary to tip $1 or $2 every time you get a drink from the bar, as well as $1 or $2 for the dining staff at the buffet. $2 to $5 per day for your room keeping is pretty standard, and $5 to $10 per meal at a la carte restaurants is considered to be pretty typical. Now the staff here in Mexico do prefer pesos, but they will gladly accept American dollars as well if you don't have pesos or just don't want to deal with the conversion. Now when it comes to carrying cash and cards at a resort, one wallet is easily my favorite. The Cardholder Pro for MagSafe by Exter, the sponsor of today's episode. Spending all day in swim trunks means you definitely do not want a bulky wallet weighing you down. This lightweight and compact card holder snaps directly to the back of my phone, and while this card holder can hold up to 7 cards, here at a resort I generally just carry my ID, a couple cards, a little bit of cash using this magnetic cash clip, and my Exter Finder card, which connects to my phone via Bluetooth, so if I accidentally leave it behind, I can easily track it down. Plus, attending a crowded event like the one last night is so much less stressful knowing that this card holder's built-in RFID protection is protecting all of my cards against wireless theft. Now, if you want to pick up your own Exter card holder or wallet for your next vacation, or one of their awesome other travel essentials like their Vacuum Bag Plus, then be sure to visit Exter's website by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the video description, and don't forget to use code Explorcation to save an additional 20% on top of any discounts that are currently being offered on their website. We do have to thank Exter for sponsoring this video and making it possible for us to show you this beautiful resort. Now let's go get some lunch.
So they do set up a buffet next to the pool for lunch. We were planning on going to the Italian restaurant, but it looks like Skylar might have picked up a pre-lunch snack.
So they're not the most tender ribs, but they do have a nice char on them and the sauce isn't too sweet. And to be able to get them right by the pool, to not even have to dry off or change out of your soup, it's a good option. So our appetizers came out looking amazing. I went with the ham croquetas, the mussels, and Jamie went with the forest salad.
We just got done with lunch at the Italian restaurant, and while we were here, it was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it didn't require any reservation, but for breakfast and lunch, it is adults only. Now, we did enjoy all 3 of our appetizers, but I think our favorite had to be the ham croquettes. Now my shrimp were a little bit overcooked, but when we dipped them in the sauce that came with the mussels, they were still really good. Now Skylar's pizza was baked in a brick oven, and that crust was really delicious. The type of pizza that he ordered was the Mexican pizza. We don't think it had any sauce on it, and it had some cheese on it that we don't think you'd typically find on your typical Italian pizza. Now while we did think it was really good, if we came back, we would probably try one of their traditional Italian pizzas.
So after lunch, we were both in need of a pick-me-up, so we made our way to the coffee shop where I had remembered seeing something on the menu earlier in the morning that seemed pretty interesting. It was called a Mayan Frappuccino, and it had a Mexican liqueur in it that I had never tried before, but unfortunately that liqueur tasted a lot like black licorice, which is one of the few things in this world that I cannot stand, so unfortunately I was not able to finish that drink. So after that, we came up here to the second floor of the lobby, which once again is pretty much completely empty. Jamie got a hot caramel latte here. She said it was really good, and we are realizing that the specialty coffee drinks here at this bar are a little bit better than those in the coffee shop.
We have made it out to the beach and grabbed a couple loungers in the shade in one of the adults only areas, but there's also some bolly beds out here, and that is something we really like about this property, that there are bolly beds around the pools and out on the beach, and they're first come first serve and you don't have to pay extra for them. We've only been here for around a minute or two, but a staff member has already come around and asked if we wanted any drinks, but I think we're gonna go get in the water instead.
So between this resort and the last one we visited here in the Cancun area, this is day number 5 and we finally made it into the water. And I don't know why it took us so long. It's super refreshing. It's not too warm, but not too cold. We did have to go through a little bit of seaweed to get out here, but once you clear that, it's really nice. There are some moderate waves, but overall it's pretty calm and the water's a beautiful turquoise. And there are a lot of jet skiers going behind us and some parasailers to watch as well.
We do think the quality of this beach is very similar to the beach at Ocean Allure, which does make sense because that's only located a few miles from here. The sand is pretty soft and white, but we don't think it rivals some of the best beaches we have been to in the Dominican Republic and other all-inclusives. We have been impressed with the amount of loungers out here on this beach. On one edge of the property, there's an adults only section. In the middle of the property, there's a family section. And on the other end of the property, there's another adults only section. And all 3 of them are just packed with loungers and bolly beds. I think Skylar's trying to swim off some of the food and drinks we've been having. But I think you're gonna have to swim a lot longer than that because I think we've just been eating here. They have so much food available.
Yeah, come back and get me in like 3 hours.
There's so many little lounges that have like snacks everywhere in addition to like the restaurants you can sit down and eat at, and then having food at the pool. There's just food everywhere.
There is. Drinks everywhere too. So after swimming around in the ocean for a while, we decided it was time to dry off, but neither of us are quite ready for more food yet. We decided we need to burn off a few more calories first, but we just can't quite get ourselves to go to the gym. So we decided to go on a beach walk instead. We remembered that last night we noticed that there's a nice boardwalk path connecting our property to Majestic Elegance, the sister property right next door. So I think we're gonna go check that out.
We took a break from our walk to order some pillows from the pillow menu. Skylar's gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna go with the circle. We're also gonna order something from the aromatherapy menu tonight. I think we're gonna try the green apple.
So after walking this boardwalk path as far as it could go, we came across this beach bar at the far north end of the Majestic Elegance property. I checked it out and it looks like they have pretty much the exact same alcohol selection as our beach bar.
So we did walk a little bit further onto the property, and their swim out rooms are really amazing. Not only do they have a jacuzzi tub, a little plunge pool there, but you can also walk out into the larger pool. We might have to come back here and stay sometime.
I'm really surprised by how different the vibe is here at this property. It has a very relaxed, kind of spa-like energy. I'm liking it.
Now for dinner tonight, we're starting off at the Japanese restaurant. If you want to do the hibachi show, you do need a reservation in advance. But if you just want to come and eat sushi at the sushi bar, you can just show up.
We decided to order 4 different sushi rolls, the rainbow iramaki, which comes with a bunch of different types of seafood, the Tokyo iramaki, which comes with seared salmon, the dragon's kiss, which comes with breaded shrimp, and the crab roll, which has eel in it. Now the waiter also brought me a Tokyo iced tea, which he described kind of like a Long Island iced tea. So I just looked up the ingredients in this thing, and it actually is like a Long Island, except it swaps triple sec and cola with Midori and lemon lime soda, which gives it the lime green color. Now, over the years, we have learned not to expect greatness from sushi at all-inclusives, and while the sushi at Kabuki also wasn't great, it was really good. The service was great, and we love the atmosphere, so we're really glad that we started there. Next, we're gonna go across the lobby to another Asian spot at Masala, the Indian restaurant.
I can't tell you yet if the food is going to be any good here, but the atmosphere is 10 out of 10. We just got done with dinner at the Indian restaurant, but out of all the all-inclusives we've been to, this is only the second Indian restaurant we have found, and since we love Indian food, we had to give it a try, and honestly, it really surprised us. We absolutely loved the atmosphere, the service was great, and we really enjoyed the food. While we would probably pass on the sagaloo next time, we would definitely order the malai kofta, the kashmir rice, and that butter chicken. We actually ordered a second round of that because it was so good, and on the second round, we got some naan with it, which was amazing as well. If we were staying here for more than 3 nights, we would definitely be eating there more than once. We've made it back to our room and we decided to end the night up here in our plunge pool. Now, as soon as we opened our door, we were hit with a delicious apple smell. The aromatherapy is really strong in there and we love it. We'll probably have the staff do it again tomorrow night. We have made it to one of the adults only pools this morning. We actually started off our last full day here by heading to the piano bar in the lobby to get lattes. And then we went to the first floor to go through the international buffet because it was only open for breakfast during our stay here. And we just wanted to check it out to see what it had to offer. Honestly, we weren't that hungry after all the food we ate last night, but I did end up grabbing some sort of chicken taco thing and Skylar grabbed a few strips of bacon. They did have a good selection. We were more excited to come back to the Pure Bar to get some healthy drinks, although my drink was a little bit healthier than Skylar's. I ordered watermelon juice on ice with a little bit of tahini. He did get the same thing, but added rum to it.
Now, if you're someone who loves swim-up bars, this resort is for you because they have a ridiculous amount of them here. I initially had a goal of visiting all of them, but then after going to a few, I realized they were kind of all the same, except for the pool and the main bar where they did the foam party. That one is a little bit bigger. And then Pure here, which does do the fresh juice drinks till noon, which is easily our favorite so far, but I think there might be another 1 or 2 in the Waterpark, which we haven't visited yet, but we're gonna change that soon.
We have made it to the water park at the edge of the property, and it is bigger than we were expecting. I think there's 5 or 6 different water slides. There's a few bars. One of them's a swim-up bar. You can also order food out here. They've got things like burgers, french fries, chicken tenders, and there's even a lazy river.
And speaking of lazy rivers, this one is a totally different vibe from the one at Ocean Allure. It's much more shallow and is full of kids, but they do have some little hidden spots off to the sides that are pretty chill. I was just joking with Jamie that the swim-up bar here at the water park is actually perfect for her. They don't have a great variety of alcohol, but they do have a variety of candy.
It's actually kind of funny to see because this swim-up bar is full of kids right now. They're all sitting on the stools and getting like blended chocolate drinks. It'd be pretty awesome if you were a kid.
So I'm thinking that this might be the best water park we've ever been to at an all-inclusive. They have rooms that literally you walk out the door and you're right at the water park. I met a friend and we're racing. 1, go! I lost. I think I got bamboozled there. That kid knew that his slide was way faster. All right, we're trying the enclosed one this time. That one was fast. Holy cow.
After the water park, we had our second disappointment of the trip. Because there aren't any buffets open today for lunch, we decided we would try out their room service because they have a cool feature where you can order room service and they'll deliver it into this box that's attached to your room and you don't even have to be there. So around an hour and a half ago, we did order a pizza with our butler. They said it would be around 40-45 minutes, but an hour later, we still didn't have it, so we checked back in and sounds like there was some sort of issue and they said they would start making it right then. We weren't willing to wait any longer and we decided that we were just meant to eat at the sports bar, so that's where we're headed next. We just got done with lunch at the sports bar. Skylar went with their steak burger, which did actually come with a piece of steak as the patty. I went with their burrito tacos, and we shared an order of their wings. Overall, everything was very good. Nothing was exceptional, but about what we would expect for a sports bar at an all-inclusive. Now, after we got out of there, I remembered that there was a dessert that we saw at the coffee shop the other day that we wanted to try, so I think we're gonna swing through there.
Finally, our room service arrived, although this doesn't look like a pizza. Thank you.
Ooh la la.
This is some fancy room service. We had seen, like when we checked in, that you could order a breakfast, a floating breakfast when you have one of these pools.
And it was what, like $70?
Yeah, I think it was $70. And then we noticed that our robes and slippers came in this thing.
And then I threw it in the pool. Oh, she floats. So we decided to make our own floating dessert. It was gonna be a floating pizza.
Yeah.
Obviously that fell through. What you think? Was it worth the effort?
Yes, it absolutely was.
Now, even though we do have more time here at this property, after being here 3 days, we figured now is a good time to kind of let you know our overall thoughts on this resort and what we paid for it. Now, this is by far the most we've ever paid to stay at an all-inclusive resort. We paid $485 per night to stay here, which in comparison, those of you who watched our last week's video when we stayed at the Ocean Allure privilege level, that was only $350 per night. So staying here was $135 per night more than that. And while this resort wasn't better than that one in all areas, one spot that it definitely was better is the room.
This room didn't have a musty smell in it. We loved how open it was. There was so much space both inside and outside. We enjoyed the dual shower heads, aromatherapy, and even that room service box, even though we didn't really get to utilize it. But without a doubt, the best feature has to be this pool.
But when it comes to the pool situation, if we wouldn't have gotten upgraded to this plunge pool suite, I think we really would have preferred the pool situation at the Ocean Allure property. Because when you're a privileged guest, you have access to that awesome rooftop pool, and I also really loved the lazy river there. But if you're vacationing with a family, the water park at this resort is going to be really hard to beat. Now, when it comes to the beaches at the two resorts, they are very comparable considering they're only a couple of miles or so apart. But one thing that does give Majestic Mirage an advantage is that they do have all of those bolly beds on the beach that are first come, first serve. Anyone can access them, and we did really enjoy that. But I would say that the beach bar situation at Ocean Allure is a lot better. It has a lot more seating around the bar and all of those swings. The vibe at that beach bar is just a lot more fun. So for me, I'd say the beaches at the two resorts is a toss-up.
As far as the food situation at Majestic Mirage, we found food literally everywhere. In the lobby, in the lounges, in the coffee shop, at the pool, on the beach, and you can even order food 24/7 at the sports bar. And overall, our experience of the food here has been really good, but our most memorable meals were actually in the Privilege restaurant at Ocean Allure.
I do have to mention, though, that meal at the Indian restaurant last night was amazing, and the pizza on the lunch buffet, too. But I do agree that overall, Ocean Allure Privilege was a little bit better. Now, when it comes to drinks, the Majestic Mirage definitely has an advantage when it comes to coffee, because the coffees at the piano bar on the second floor of the lobby were fantastic. Also, we both loved that we could get those fresh juices at the Pure Bar until noon each day. But when it comes to quality of the alcoholic drinks, I think that Ocean Allure actually had the slight advantage. I was able to get an old fashioned in that lobby bar that was amazing. And also, I love that each bar at Ocean Allure had its own menu, so you could hop from bar to bar and find a different selection of drinks at each place, which really made it a lot of fun. So overall, I think the drink category is another toss-up.
When it comes to the overall aesthetics, both of these properties are quite new, so the landscaping hasn't had a chance to mature yet, so we don't think they are quite as beautiful as some of the other resorts we've been to that have been around for a long time. But we do think Majestic Mirage did a little bit of a better job because we saw a lot more greenery, shade, and overall it had more of a relaxing vibe, even though it is for families too. One thing that never disappoints us at Mexican resorts has to be the service, and we did receive excellent service at both properties, but we did think our butlers here at Majestic Mirage did go above and beyond. They were always messaging us to see if we needed anything, so for that, I think we'll give a slight edge to Majestic Mirage.
Now, with all that being said, we have had a wonderful time at both properties. We think that Majestic Mirage would be an especially awesome place for families for that water park alone. But when it comes to couples like us, I think it is a lot closer than we thought it'd be. Especially for the prices we paid, we could actually spend 4 nights at Ocean Allure Privilege.
Just reset.
Doesn't help when you're laughing at me. Ready?
I don't know, are you ready?
I'm ready. We could actually spend 4 nights at Ocean Allure Privilege status for around the same amount that it would cost us to spend 3 nights here at Majestic Mirage. So when price is considered, we would have to go with Ocean Allure, but if you're someone who likes to spend your time at a resort primarily in your room, this is the way to go. Now, if you haven't yet seen our experience over at Ocean Allure, we will leave a link to that episode in our video description, but for now, we still have more of this resort to show you. Now, one huge perk of this resort is its lounges. We are in one of at least 2 adults-only lounges on this property, and what I love most about it is that it has a refrigerator where you can find beers. I especially love that they stock Indio, which in my opinion is much better than your typical Mexican beers. I love that it's open till 11, so if you run out of something in the mini fridge in your room, you can just walk down here to the lounge and grab it out of their fridge. Now, in addition to beer and sodas, I should also mention that on occasion they do have fresh bottled juices, which Jamie has really been loving.
We do have a late dinner reservation at the French restaurant tonight, and that is the only other dining experience besides hibachi at the Japanese restaurant that does require a reservation. We were thinking that maybe we would go bowling while we wait for our reservation, but then we found out that it wasn't complimentary like it was at our last resort. It's actually $70 per hour here, so I think we're gonna go to the lobby bar instead.
We've made it back to the bar where we probably ordered more drinks than any other, the piano bar. Tonight, I got an old fashioned made with Havana Club rum, and it is excellent. Now, when we were walking to the lobby, we heard some music coming from the beach, and we found out there's actually a white party going on, which we kind of inadvertently dressed for. But unfortunately, I think by the time we're done eating tonight, it's probably gonna be over with, but that's okay because we're pretty sure it's not gonna rival that 4th of July party. So it's about 8:40 right now, and we had an 8:30 reservation at the French restaurant, but as you can probably see, we are not eating right now, and that's because we had some dress code violations we had to deal with, but surprisingly, it wasn't because of me. I'm wearing lounge pants and some hemp beach shoes, so I thought if anyone wouldn't pass dress code, it would be me, but it was actually Jamie. She has all plastic flip-flops on, and even though I think they look kind of fancy, they would not let her in with those on, so we had to walk all the way back to the room. She just changed in some different shoes, and we should be able to get in now. So we're happy to let you know they did let us into the French restaurant after Jamie changed her shoes, and we actually really enjoyed the atmosphere in that place. We got started off with a couple of soups. Mine was a gorgonzola and mushroom, which I thought was really good, and Jamie really enjoyed her French onion soup as well. For entrees, I went with the duck, Jamie went with the chateau steak, and I think our favorite part of the entrees was actually the cheesy quinoa that came on the side of Jamie's steak, and I think that tells you all you need to know about the meat. But I did actually enjoy the duck quite a bit. The sauce on the side was really good. Jamie's steak, though, for some reason, even though it was tender, it was just really dry, so we would probably try something different next time. We did still stick around for dessert, though, and we're glad we did, because my creme brulee was really creamy and had a nice vanilla flavor, and even though the texture of Jamie's cannoli was a little bit different, it was filled with a delicious pistachio cream. After that, we came back upstairs to the piano bar for one more rum old fashioned. Next, we're gonna head to our room and start packing, and we'll meet back up with you in the morning.
We woke up this morning and enjoyed the views off of our lower level balcony, which were great, but that room coffee just wasn't hitting quite like the piano bar, so we packed up and headed to visit our favorite barista, Pama, one last time. We hope you enjoyed experiencing Cancun's newest all ages, all-inclusive with us over the last several days. And if you're interested in seeing Cancun's newest adults only all-inclusive, then click here next. Thanks for watching.